Let's see here.
How come my stream hasn't shown up in my thing? Why can't I see my stream? Where's my stream? I want to get the my channel. There we go. And I pop out the chat, put her on the other screen. There we go. Still there, Diego?
Yep.
Great.
Just waiting already on these guys. Trying to get this lobby started and stuff. I don't know who's hosting.
So I'm in. Bizounourss is hosting. He's just invited Rhandoss.
Oh, okay.
And we're just waiting for him to join.
Great.
Just going to double check my voice is coming through, both of us.
Yo, side road. I'm good.
Okay. Yep.
Unfortunately, Fox couldn't make it today. He had a bit of a stomach pain. So me and Butch are doing it today.
Hello. I'm going to bring up the chat from your stream because I reckon most of the chat's going to happen in that section. Rather than
no, I have to see.
Yo, Sirod, how are you, man? Yeah, we'll keep all of the chat. I might even just turn off chat on my stream. How the fuck do I do that?
Could do, yeah.
Keep all of the chat in your stream. I'll just remind people between races that chat should happen there. But yeah, if you're on a laptop or a desktop, it's sometimes nice to have both streams going up because we switch between racers quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries, Cyrod. Just trying to get more into this, and I find it very very nice to do as well. It's very fun to do.
Yeah. Looks like they're both in.
Yep. First race, Green Machine. This was, I think, the pick from Rhandoss, wasn't it?
Let me just double check the message. Good, and I would like to add my good luck to both of those guys as well. 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
Should be a really good good battle actually. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm actually quite interested to see how Biz is doing because I've not been seeing him race quite often, I would say.
I haven't seen him in a lot of like playlist streams or anything recently, but
yeah, exactly.
A month or so ago he was everywhere. Rhandoss, of course, is always everywhere.
Yo, Snail.
Hey, Snail.
Let's
I had a good battle with Snail the other day, actually. It was good. He kicked my ass at the end, though. Yeah.
Oh.
Here we go. Green Machine. 1 of 8. Rhandoss v Bizounourss. Good luck to both. Good luck to Diego. Off we go.
Yes. Let's see. Good start. Oh, nice and clean by both here. Just getting those curve boosts. See if Rhandoss gets that break. Yes, he gets the break boost. Nice and tidy. Good boost line.
Notice that Rhandoss is a little higher on that corner getting the boost there than Biz was. I think Oh, lucky that was just lag. I thought maybe Biz got caught up on a brick there.
Yeah. Swooping down. Green Machine isn't a track with a lot of cuts, so it all depends on all the boosts, of course. Yes, official, of course, which is as well.
Hello, official. How are you?
Fine.
The one thing I really wish we could see here was the times, so that we could look at split times and things like.
Oh, yeah.
Most of us know you want to be hitting that ramp at about 1 minute mark.
Yeah.
It'd be really nice to
Especially
be
on
able to
the
see
warm-up.
that. Yeah. It looks like Biz has just gained a little bit more ground there, and maybe that corner back there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this
He may have
tube
done
boost
his
as
really
well.
caught him
Gaining quite a
up
lot.
there. Yep. But
Rhandoss
I've always
did
thought
get
of
in a good
Rhandoss is
there.
kind of. Sorry, Diego, you go ahead, mate.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say,
Rhandoss-
because Green Machine doesn't have so many there's no real shortcuts to speak of in this track whatsoever. It's all about getting your brake boosts where you can, getting the curves where you can, and man, those tubes, and getting as much speed boost as you can out of those tubes. But at the end of the day, a track like this is one of the great levelers for all races. Like even mid-range racers can put in a hell of a fight against some of the top guys on a track like this, because there aren't too many tricks to it. And I think it's a really good indication of people's ability. Biz just catching the edge of the track there, losing a little bit of ground.
32 by Rhandoss and a 33 by Biz. Very nice first lap times.
Yeah, both very
Not as
good
good
first
as
lap times.
Kryptonite last night with a 30, of course.
What, at 30 first lap?
Yes.
What? Alright, that's crazy. I think
So they're pretty close still, under a second of difference that first lap over the finish line. But I think Biz is just a slight bit behind now than he was on the finish line.
Rhandoss has definitely managed to extend his lead out. It's probably 2 seconds by now, I would think.
Yeah, maybe 1.5. Getting those nice curbs, that section. Not taking it too risky, dipping over those curbs with 2 wheels. Seen enough people crash into the barriers there.
Yeah, I've never gone over for 2 wheels on those particular curbs myself.
Yeah.
I'm just going to check on Biz's line. The way it's been explained to me is looping out and around on the first of these loops and then going straight on the second two. I've been told is a fast way to do it. I've adopted that recently and gotten some good times. What do you think, Diego? Do you still, as a stunter, do you still loop out and around on the edges of those loops?
Well, for playlists, I tend to go straight from the first one, because I mess up sometimes with just plain stupidity and just going off out of the distance without, just going out too wide and flying in the atmosphere. So going straight for me in normal playlists and crew battles is enough boost and stuff for me. So I would prefer to do that. But when I hot lap, I'll just go first looping. I will just do a zigzag sort of thing and then try to see if I get the boosts for a second one. And if I don't, I will just
That's a good question, Snail. I've just been brought in at the last minute to kind of fill in here. Diego, do you know if this is the final? I should bring up the I should bring up the Discord, to be honest, so that I can have a look at the bracket. Yeah.
Stuff going on, I think, because of course, if one of these two win, they have to go against Jack, because he is of course back into the losers bracket if all goes well. I have heard yesterday evening.
Oh, have any decisions been made over that one?
Well, as it stands for me in my knowledge, it still is that Kryptonite has got the win, which means of course that Jack will go on into the losers bracket. Maybe I think this was the actual final, yes. But I cannot ensure people on that. Maybe official knows more if he's still here.
Yeah. At the very least, we're obviously getting down to the pointy end of this entire competition. These are all the best guys that you could possibly
even if
find.
they're in the losers bracket.
Yeah, even in the losers bracket. Don't get me wrong, man. Like, yeah, absolutely, all of these people that have made it through this far, and even people that got knocked out early. I mean, God, there's a lot of them.
There
Official,
you go,
here we go. I think including Kryptonite and Jack's final winners bracket, I'm certain I heard seven 1v1s are left. There you go.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a real lot.
Yeah.
Yo, critics. Good to see you stop by, bro.
So on that last lap, Rhandoss managed to get 29.8, very good time. Bizounourss with a 2:30.882, also a good time. But managing to just lose a little bit more ground, unfortunately. But I mean, this is the thing with Green Machine. You're relying so much on snagging boosts, yeah, and catching the very few proper brake boosts that there are in this, like basically the 2 tube entrances.
Yeah, especially with the D8, it's more difficult to get the brake boosts. Before that first tube, it is fairly possible to get a good one, fairly easy as well. So that's the one that you should go for most of the time. And the other one before the last tube is, I wouldn't say it's very beneficial, because you actually lose time with it instead of gaining anything.
So the first of 8 tracks goes to Rhandoss. Congratulations, Rhandoss. Yep. Still very good times there from both races.
Yep.
I do really need to find these brackets. I'm sure they're on the Discord somewhere, but I can't find them.
Yeah, they are on the Discord. Nice 28 flat by Rhandoss on the last lap there.
Was that really? I actually had my eyes averted. That's a great time. 28 flat. Wow. Is that a Jack flat or a Fox flat? Because they're quite different.
It's a .049, so
not
flat.
That's not flat.
Yeah, to be honest, it isn't. Yeah, but. Yeah.
Looks like they've mixed them up quite well, so it'll be going Biz track Rhandoss, Biz track Rhandoss, that kind of thing the whole way. So here we go. Give me your thoughts on Pier Race, Diego. I know I've had an up and down love affair with this track over the years.
This is actually my favourite race.
At the moment.
Believe it or not.
I bet you'll hate it next week.
Yeah, it is very unpredictable indeed with the tube exits, especially with the Emrys. It can really shoot you out in a very awkward angle, but if you get it right, it is so nice. Yep,
I agree. There seems to be a huge propensity for the car to flick outside. You basically land sideways. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Certainly out of this first tube. Like the second tube's a whole different story, but the first tube you can land over sideways. Who are you spectating right now, Diego?
Biz.
Okay, so I'm on Rhandoss. That's good.
Oh, very close
Managed
there.
to pull that back. That was really good.
Almost off the ground there. Pretty close.
These guys playing it nice and safe.
Ground that's a bit wide there.
Biz did manage to pull back a lot of time there, which is great.
Yeah. taking the left curb, something I don't often see actually.
True.
Thanks, official, for the bracket link.
Oh, thank you. Has he put one on there? That'd be great.
Yep.
Perfect.
Oh, Rhandoss with a really fast exit. Shoots him in front of Biz.
Biz managed to get a little bit lower in that.
Yeah.
It looks
Which
like
shows,
Biz
of course, again,
that
the way out of the actual tube doesn't really matter. You need to really maintain that speed in the air, exiting the tube, which is really important.
Biz there, 53.2, just getting in ahead of Rhandoss with 53.3. Incredibly. Wait a second. What did I say? Yeah, Biz 53.2, Rhandoss 53.3.
Yeah, very close. 100
very
milliseconds
close.
apart.
Excellent first lap times though. Even with Biz taking the landing a little bit too wide there on the first exit.
See how they do on this tube exit. Oh, Biz again! Oh, just didn't quite get to save it the way that he got it the first lap. Car stepped out a bit more, couldn't get it straight on the platform and just oversteered off.
It's exactly what we were saying about this track. It can be very, very unpredictable at times.
Yeah, exactly.
Rhandoss still managing to do a nice lap, actually is very fast from what I can see. Getting up nice and high in the corners of the tubes. And just going for that single loop out of the second tube exit. I know that, Diego, you've recently changed to the single loop method rather than the double on the right hand side, is that right?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's quicker, and I've had some conversations with other racers as well that it is quicker, so I switched to that.
Diego, I believe you recently got a 48 on this, did you not?
Oh, yes.
Congratulations. That can be seen on Diego's channel.
Biz, unfortunately not being able to stick that last tube exit, just hitting the platform. Unfortunately, just making it.
Yeah, sometimes a forced error will make you force more. I know that's certainly true with me.
Oh, yes.
Rhandoss managing to continue his good run on lap 2 with a 150.610.
That's a really nice time without a first loop skip, actually.
Yeah.
We've seen 48s without first loop skip, so...
and good to see the guys are...
better, but...
Good to see the guys are taking it easy as well. Like, they could be going for a lot of these skips, but generally in competition... Rhandoss just did it. Just as I was saying that no one's going to be taking any risks, I'm staring at Rhandoss and he just did the first loop skip. And it was pretty clean, I gotta say, man. Yeah, well done. I'll be really interested to see what his time is at the end of this lap. But that was excellent. That was excellent.
Yeah, exactly. I want to see that time, actually, if he can stick it all together. Oh, Biz again with the tube exit, not really perfect. Going far to the left side, but making it stick on the platform. And oh, Biz also with the first loop skip attempt, but unfortunately not
managing to land it. This looks like a pretty good lap from Rhandoss. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he probably won't beat his 150 on lap 2, but he's held up anyway, which is good. He's just decided to, even on a good lap like that, even after getting the first loop skip in lap 3, he's decided to pause and just make sure he doesn't DNF Bizounourss, which is really good to see. I mean, I think these guys know each other quite well. Very good sportsmanship.
Yeah, both commissioners from Ride, so...
they are, in fact.
That says enough.
Yes. Yeah. And just going through the line there. Well done. As much as I would have liked to see that lap time I'm actually just really glad to see that they're, you know, thinking of each other in all of this as well. The worst thing, you never want to DNF someone in a competition, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so there's Kryptonite and Zack, yeah, okay. Just looking at the bracket now. Oh, I can make that smaller. So Rhandoss taking the second of 8 tracks also. It's going to go back to the chat and I will see whose track is up next. Plummet 1. I'll be interested to see car choice here as well, both with the Krieger. I know that some top racers have been doing very good times with the Bizounourss on this track recently.
I'll go to Rhandoss. He does actually have a Krieger as well, which surprises me. Some people actually say the Bizounourss is quicker here, so...
Exactly. I've for the longest time it's always been Krieger on Plummet 1 and 2, but yeah, recently there's some times have been posted and talked about that have been done in the Bizounourss that it's like people are trying to systematically get rid of the Krieger on GTA. Yeah. But you know, the Bizounourss is a real race car, man. It's difficult to handle at the best of times, and you know, I think that's partly why most of the top racers really like it, because it's a little bit unstable. It gives you
really weird noise there. I don't know what it was, but...
Did you hear that as well? It sounded like someone banging on a tin pot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what was that?
I have no clue.
Me neither. Oh well.
Rhandoss with the ramp skip, very nice and close to the platform.
Biz also getting that ramp skip. It looked really good from this angle, seeing both players managing to get that. Oh, Biz has unfortunately caught a little bit of the caught the barrier unfortunately and dropped back a little bit.
Unlucky.
Yeah, very unlucky. But with a brake boost heavy track like this, with a curb heavy track like this, it's always one of the things that you're constantly looking out for the gaps between these. And as much as we all think we've got it down, man, they'll catch us all out at one point or another. As much as we think we've got our lines and we know exactly where they're going to be, if you don't keep your eye out. How's Rhandoss' lap going, Diego? Does he look like he's on
really
nice for a good time?
Missed a few brake boosts, but not done anything particularly wrong.
Okay.
Might be on for a sub 3 minute, I think.
Yep. Oh, and he has well under 3 minutes, pretty much. That's excellent. 2:57.4 from Rhandoss.
That's a good time.
That is a very good time on this track.
And that's not even with all the brake boosts. He missed quite a few.
Yeah.
On the main straight there where I quite a lot that he got very nicely.
It shows you just the level of skill that someone like Rhandoss has on a track like this, that even with missing some of the brake boosts, the time that he's posting there is exceptional. You can only imagine what kind of times he'd be getting, or any of those guys would be getting, if they manage to grab all the brake boosts that they go for. Rhandoss continuing to hang on to his lead. That makes it 3-8 in his favour.
Yep.
Moving on to our fourth track for the competition.
Plummet 2.
Plummet 2. So we have gone back to back on a couple of
Been hot lapping this track with Rhandoss himself as well.
Mm-hmm.
And in the process he got a 45,
My
which is a
God.
really good time.
Yeah.
Only 400 milliseconds off the world record.
That's amazing.
Maybe we can see something very special here if we are lucky.
Yeah.
If Rhandoss gets a very good run. Because I know he can really brake boost quite well, so...
Mm-hmm. Guys just letting the time run down, taking a much needed breather, I would think. It can be pretty stressful racing at this level. You stick with Rhandoss for this one, Diego. If we catch something amazing, I want it to be on your channel, not mine. I'll stick with Biz, Rhandoss in pole. Here we go.
Actually, one thing that I have noticed on Biz's Krieger is he doesn't run a back spoiler.
So
maybe because top speed.
Are you talking about Rhandoss?
No, Biz actually has the stock spoiler, so
he's
there's
got the
no
stock spoiler, so he's not.
benefit.
Yeah, he's not getting the traction benefit. Yeah, he's got the fins. I'll be honest, aesthetically, I really like the fins, but you're right. Unless you change those to anything, including nothing, but change it from that to something, you don't get the added benefit. Rhandoss managing to pull away quite nicely, yeah. Doesn't look like Biz is going for too many brake boosts, just trying to hit as many curbs as he possibly can.
Just ramp skip. Oh, very nice and straight. Really good
That is very straight, wow. Look at that. I've not seen anyone land that centrally to the track after getting the ramp skip. Ever, I don't think. I always tend to end up quite wide on the right-hand side. I don't think it's just you, Snail Man. No, this is a really good start.
This is actually a really good start, indeed.
Yeah. How's Rhandoss's revs going up there? Has he managed to keep them up the whole way across? Yep, all the way.
Slightly wrong landing there, but just managing to straight it out. This is for sure a sub 250 for sure.
Oh yeah, I dare
if he gets the last part going downhill correctly, of course. Especially that last brake boost just before the ramp. If you get that, you manage to get over the checkpoint. Of course, collecting it, but if you get that, you will have a really good launch in the sky. Maybe even we were discussing that last night. Maybe even quicker than actually doing the ramp skip.
So I know that you can fly far enough to land on the checkpoint. If you get all the brake boosts all the way down.
Yes, it's mainly that last one on the last flat part.
Yeah.
If you get that right, you have a massive chance on landing on that checkpoint. He doesn't get it, I think. But I think he does have enough speed to actually
Biz has gone
get
for the
close there.
cut. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Maybe that's suicide. Oh, Rhandoss sacrificing this run.
Wow.
Waiting for Biz.
I think there were a couple of little unforced errors there that you mentioned on Rhandoss's run there. He probably wasn't...
Yeah.
He probably didn't mind sacrificing the finish time on this one. Knowing that...
Yeah, exactly.
You said he got a 45 the other day in session with you? Yep. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was about a week ago.
Yeah, I think Rhandoss has probably got the world record in him if he decides he wants to go for it.
Push through,
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And again, for anyone that... I mean, most of the people watching this are going to be stunt racers like us, but for anyone that's not, this is the level. The guys that are in this competition, and pretty much throughout the whole competition, these are all the guys that have the world records. These are all the guys that... You know, most of the non-racers meet on the track and go, "You're a fucking modder. You definitely got modded cars. Why are you cheating?" It's not the case, man. These are just the top guys out of the hundreds of thousands of people that play this game. This is the echelon. So yeah, when we talk about these guys doing a good run and maybe getting a world record, yeah, it's not lip service, man. They're literally just that good.
Making the standings actually go to 4-0 for Rhandoss. We can of course see Biz pulling it back with a 4-4, which means a shootout track. But we'll have to see if that is possible to happen. Because if Rhandoss does win this race, it should be in the hands of Rhandoss. Yo, Alex.
Welcome, Alex. Hello. Just in time, we're literally halfway through.
This, yeah. Exactly, it's now 4-0 for Rhandoss, as I just said. So we need... Yeah, for Biz. Unfortunately, trying to get that curb, shaking his car. Oh, really? Rhandoss being stopped? Rhandoss stopped?
Yeah, Rhandoss definitely stopped there to wait for him.
Out there. That is an unlucky start.
Very unlucky start. Well, both giving each other a little honk there, I think, just to sort of...
Thank each other.
Thank each other and, yeah, just an acknowledgement of something unfortunate happening.
Pro racers don't want to be resulting these things in those kind of mistakes. They want to have a close battle, good fight for their victories.
Yep. That said, I mean, at this level, a lot of what they're doing is incredibly risky. You know, they as much as we say they're not taking all the risks on these tracks, they're taking a lot. And things can go wrong very, very easily.
Exactly.
Oh. Rhandoss giving us a little bit of flair on that. If anyone is interested, both Diego and I are streaming this. And if you're on a desktop or a laptop, you can put both up. And for each track, we'll each be spectating a different racer. That can be a nice way to do it. A little bit hard if you're just on your phone, obviously. But we're going to keep the chat happening only on Diego's channel, just to keep it in one spot.
Actually, it's sort of closing it down here, to be honest. Or I missed something, of course, but didn't seem Rhandoss making any mistakes or waiting. So this might be a close one still, because it can all happen in the last section. That is a very tricky one.
Yeah. I mean, this is right down to the knuckle time on this track is once you cut this corner, which they both just did, this is where we get into the skips and then the very difficult off-road construction site section of this track. And exactly. Throttle control is everything and cornering is everything. And this is where all the skill that these guys have managed to give themselves over the last few years, or however many years they've been playing, all comes down to it.
Biz pushing it all the way.
Oh wow!
Just closing that gap down.
I saw Biz
just not making it quite that far.
Yep.
Which means Rhandoss is the winner of this 1v1, and will be facing Heredia in the next part of the losers bracket.
So Alex, you basically woke up to see your opponent directly after one race. Congratulations. I'll be looking forward to that race as well. I'd like to know if these guys, sometimes they'll concede at this point. Yeah. Sometimes they concede at this point. I mean, we're looking at 5 to 0 at this point of 8. But sometimes they'll also decide they just want to go on and, you know, in sportsmanship, decide to keep going. Yep, Official, I absolutely agree. Yeah, that's going to be a hell of a battle, actually, Rhandoss and Alex. So let's see what the guys decide to do. Looks like they're going to continue on regardless. Yeah, this is good.
Some extra races for you guys that are watching right now.
So these next 3 go out to the fans. I mean, they know that the essentially the race is run, but you know, it's really nice to just sit down and watch these guys race because their skill level's so high.
And I'll bet that they that Biz wants to have one win at least, so let's hope he can try to make that work.
Yep. All right.
Maybe duel here.
Speaking of risky moves, let's see how many wall rides everyone pulls off in this one.
See Rhandoss on the first one. Let's see.
Yep, they're both going for it.
Dude.
Biz just landing a little bit wide on that one, unfortunately.
Rhandoss going. Oh, he was lining up for the coast to coast.
Oh, I would have loved to have seen that in a tournament.
Exactly.
Wow.
So Rhandoss, if you're watching, go for it. You've won the race. Now get a very the 1v1, so get a good time here, bro.
I think we'd all like to see that happen.
Oh, giving a dab of the honk. Maybe watching.
Maybe listening.
Acknowledging our request.
That would be great.
Very nice. Oh, just not quite sticking that wall ride. I was actually hot lapping this earlier, and was rethinking how actually difficult this the last wall ride on this track is. It is really a really tricky exit.
We were talking about it, weren't we? Because it's much more difficult to determine where you're going to land because of that downhill section that you're going to end up landing on. It's such a long throw, like you're landing so much further down out of the wall ride than you are from any other wall ride, which is all of the other ones you're just coming back out onto flat ground. This one,
like the only one you can compare it to is Canyon, maybe with the little bump, because that's what pretty much this is as well.
To a much lesser degree, but yeah, Canyon's very, very similar in that sense. Yeah, you're right.
Here we go. Rhandoss with a coast to coast. Will he make? Oh, just not getting that second part quite right. Tumbling over the edge.
I love the fact that he went for it at all.
Yes, exactly. Giving Biz a slight lead here.
Just going to go back on those first lap times. Nothing much to speak of on the first laps. I think the guys will probably...
Yeah. Had both got a respawn.
They did too, that's right, yep.
So,
Oh, beautiful last wall ride there from Biz. In fact, that was textbook. About as good as it gets, but he has...
Rhandoss not being able to stick it, unfortunately.
No, Biz has actually
got the first one as well.
For the moment, just to let
okay.
Rhandoss catch up to him. Looks like these guys are just here to have a bit of fun now, which is really good to see.
Yeah, get a good lap time.
Yep.
Have a bit of a battle.
Again, with both these guys being commissioners in ride, they know each other very, very well.
Yeah,
Honk
exactly.
honk.
Oh, not getting the wall right, unfortunately. Rhandoss. And a respawn.
Biz managing to stick it quite nicely, which is good. I wonder if Biz is going to go for the coast to coast. I'd like to see that, actually. And he's dipping in.
Oh.
And up. Oh man, so close.
Oh, not quite
So
made it.
close.
Rhandoss going for it now. Can he get it? Can he get it? Oh, not quite getting it. Got a long way with the jump though.
Yeah.
Oh, little honks from Rhandoss. No, yeah, he did or actually do a request. Try to get some nice action going on here. Now we haven't seen Rhandoss pull off the last one yet, so let's see if he can stick it this lap. Make it work.
He's managing to catch the back of his car just on his way down into that last wall ride.
There we go. Very nice.
The view from where I was as Biz respawned and Rhandoss came flying past him. That looked amazing, actually. Yeah, that was a very nice wall ride. That barrier ride back there is a lot faster, isn't it, Diego?
Yeah, but it is actually very unpredictable in my opinion.
I
is
have to agree.
Really sketchy. So if you land in it correctly, you get a lot of damage speed and time save there. But you can also land in the gap or land over it or land with too much speed and go over as well. So...
Yeah. I mean, it sounds pretty much like every barrier ride that I've ever... the one on splits. Even doing that first corner on Green Machine, a lot of people... I know Hard Product was showcasing... be over a year ago now when he was doing his 25 on PC.
In the
he was barrier riding that. In the D8, yeah. But yeah.
Hopping into H200.
After this. Speaking of unpredictable tracks, hey? H200.
Yep, very much a RNG focused track. Need a lot of luck with the water, of course, to get the right stuff going. Oh, official with the eyes, of course. Maybe
why is official got the eyes happening there? Is he eyeing off world records on this at the moment or something?
Or maybe requesting a good time there as well. Seeing what these guys can do.
We are off and racing. I'm on Biz, you on Rhandoss, Diego?
I'm switching over now.
Okay. Biz just managing to take the lead there. See how it's showing, I'm immediately intrigued.
Let's come back.
Yeah, Biz unfortunately having to go the ramp just then because he had a lot more water on the track than Rhandoss did, who went down the side.
Of course, official. This is your track, bro.
Well, the second person that said it's their track to me. I know Jake Chaboy has had his eye on this track for many years now.
Yeah, I think we've seen actually some PB/road record battles, if I am correct, between Official and Jake Chaboy on this one. Some PBs being exchanged and beaten by both. Whoa, Official. That's good to hear, bro. Almost at 24 again.
Damn.
Crazy. Let's see if you can even improve on your road record. You said before that it is possible, but it has to be such a perfect lap that you have to put in so many laps and so much time that.
And a lot of it's just not up to you. A lot of this track going well is not up to you doing well. Like, it's up to Rockstar, it's up to, you know, the water, and yeah.
So that wastes a lot of good potential laps as well.
Absolutely does.
Oh,
whoa, Biz. I mean, I've never seen anyone land on top of that before, so that was pretty cool to watch.
Rhandoss, who made it stick, but unfortunately didn't have a good landing.
He's 0.5 behind on 3 laps. Right, I'm not surprised, man. I've hot lapped this with Jake myself, and mate, he's phenomenal. Biz managing to catch a lot of water, unfortunately, on this lap. We won't be seeing anything too amazing time-wise.
Yeah, exactly, 23 borderline impossible, yeah. I would think so as well. I think if you put on every single best split time you have done in all your hot laps, I think you might come to a 23 as a best lap. But that has to be in all the perfect scenarios and all the perfect RNG moments that the game can offer you. Yeah, exactly. I like
yeah, absolutely.
We're seeing a rig was there from Rhandoss on the start-finish straight.
Oh, a little bit wide there from Biz, managing to just catch the edge of the ramp as he landed and sends him into the water, which is unfortunate. But yeah, such is this track, man.
Rhandoss getting a barrier ride out of that. Didn't lose him too much speed, but could have been better, of course. A landing. Bit of water there in the tube.
He's just taking his time to get some of these sections right, which is probably what I would do as well at this stage of the race.
Exactly. I haven't actually hot mapped H200 in a while. It might be time to hop back into it, see what I can get possibly.
What are you hot lapping at the moment, Diego?
I was going for East Coast, but it is just taking too much time for me. I'm not really sticking all those wall rides together for a good lap. I've already had a 56 unofficial with me missing one of the checkpoints on the wall rides.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
But, yeah, exactly. So I think there is a possibility for big improvement, but it just has to be that lap that has to come out of that. All those sessions.
I know I saw Jack going around East Coast a little while ago with the S80 trying to get a sub 2 minute lap.
Yeah.
It's very difficult, even in a car as stable as that, you know, let alone the Emirates.
Yeah, exactly. That car is really a wall ride gold.
Oh yeah.
SADRR.
I still think it's one of my favourite cars in the game, regardless of the fact that we don't use it on stunts anymore. For like the briefest moment, it was a king at Vespucci. I remember taking it out on Vespucci all the time, and then like a week later, Krieger came out or something.
Yeah, I think you still use it there in random lobbies, but I wouldn't recommend going for that in crew battles or anything.
Oh God, no,
special like that.
Nah, but it's still a nice car. Coming up to our final race of the evening, which will be Spinner. I'm looking for 28s here, guys, just if you're listening.
28s, 29s?
No, 28s. That's what I'm looking for.
Or maybe even a 27.
What? No, you've lost your mind.
I think Rhandoss has actually got 27 on
27 on this? Wow.
More than sure.
Alex is like, so no, 28s, we need 25.
25s? that's a really, really high expectation here. What's the score? It's now... I think it should be 7-0. So
7-0 to Rhandoss, yeah.
Yeah. They are just continuing to race and...
a racer who is definitely not watching these streams that I know reasonably well has a 28 in the Krieger. You guys are more than welcome to go for that. Which leads me to believe that a 25 in the Devastate should be possible. Yeah, I reckon you're right. I won't mention his name on this stream though.
Is just a slight bit in front, as you can see in the minimap. Maybe 3 or 4 car lengths. Bit slightly there around the corner by Biz, allowing Rhandoss to catch up.
This is what it all comes down to on this track, everybody. Let's see how we go. I'm just going to flip back to Rhandoss so I can see both cars. It's quite good to watch.
Exactly.
Going in early and low, Rhandoss.
Early,
yeah, and that seems to have been the best version of that skip.
Just didn't quite get it. Was really close. Let's see.
You just come out a little bit too wide to land it.
Oh yeah, official. I think I remember that. That was quite a while back, actually.
Yeah, wow. That's all you need was apparently all you need was the motivation from your friends. That's a crazy good time though, man. Holy shit.
Exactly. Tyrese with a 26 on spinner. Damn.
Dude.
I'm not sure if that's actually legit though. Is it, Tyrese? I want to see the lap or the lap video. Have you got it up?
Actually, Ty, have you got a YouTube channel? No, you didn't.
That's my suspicion already.
Oh man.
Official saw it. Oh, we have got a information maybe here from official.
Yeah, I'll wait for official's official word on the matter, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, now official's questioning. checking his Venmo, making sure that Tyrese has paid him.
Yeah. Thinking about
Tide,
it.
did you clip the lap, mate? And if so, can you...
make sure you didn't edit it
by
any chance.
Rhandoss. I'm skeptical because everyone else is skeptical. Ty, I've raced you, man. Like, you're fast. If you tell me you got a 26, I'll believe you. But everyone else is, like, not too sure.
Oh, official coming with a end result of his...
Ty, you say you're too good, but I've seen you on stream completely fuck something up and go, I'm too good, guys. Don't even worry about it, I'm just too good, after you fucked up. So I don't believe that either.
It's a bit shallow there. Oh, really nice. Nice.
Yo, let's go.
Jump over to the outer platform.
Here's bot.
Again, calling out Esco. I reckon we got a tie bot coming in just a minute. Oh, Esco actually calling out Alex. Damn.
Now, actually, when's that 1v1 happening? Esco versus Alex. I don't care if it's not on the card.
Oh no, Biz. That's unlucky. Don't want the smoke now. Oh.
Wow.
Nine to 7 last time.
Yeah, but Alex, your racing has been getting just better and better every fucking week. And Esco went on holidays, I think, from GTA for a bit.
Oh.
So maybe if you want to do it, you should do it now. Oh, wow, not quite, unfortunately. Just looking at Rhandoss going for the ramp skip after the loop.
Oh, Biz! A bit of oversteer there. Managed to save it, but not quite maintaining the speed.
We're on lap 3 already?
Been a decent lap. Oh yes, we are on lap 3. Oh,
Tire grease.
Tire grease, what a call out.
Hey, bit of banter. Hey.
Love to see all these trash talk. Keep challenging each other for any 1v1s or battles. No matter what game, of course. Oh, Biz. You're making it, bro. Ooh, okay. Very nice.
Ooh.
Nice, Biz.
Right. Kino.
Oh, Biz taking the last win, making it 7-1.
It's been really good watching these guys. Yeah, it's been really good watching how good natured these guys are with each other. Actually, the entire 8 races. Well, that brings it to a close. We obviously have a winner there in Rhandoss, but congratulations to both races. No one should ever feel the fact that any of them made it this far is huge testament to just how good they are. No one should ever discount Biz after watching something like this. He's still an incredible racer and will kick most people's asses out on the track on any given day. But yeah, it's been a very, very good battle. I've really enjoyed it. I'm going to bring my stream to a close.
What are your thoughts about it? Seeing as Rhandoss has won, you have now got your next opponent. What do you think? It's going to be an easy clap, or will it be a good fight?
Anytime,
no worries, Rhandoss. All good, bro.
But yeah, Rhandoss versus Heredia. That is going to be a very interesting one to watch. I think we should all be holding our waiting with bated breath for it. But yeah, congrats to both. And Diego, thank you very much
you
for
too
commentating with me. Thank you. And Fox, if you're out there, buddy, hope you're feeling better. But yeah, I'm going to bring mine to a close. So thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in.